Here's the Sheraton folding table, and I'm in the finishing process. The first step of the finishing process was doing a dye to darken the mahogany. I did not use a dye on the aprons at all. No coloring was added here. Then the next step was to brush on a lot of raw linseed oil. Let that soak in a little bit, and then I wipe that off. And then the next day I placed about 4 coats all over all surfaces, painted, brushed on Seedlac on all surfaces. And now what I'm doing is flattening that shellac. Eventually I want to fill the grain. I didn't use a filler. I'm going to fill it with shellac in French polishing. It'll take several days. So right now I like this white powder. That means the shellac dried nicely. And I'm not picking up, the oil is sealed underneath the shellac. Sandpaper is not picking up a bunch of oil that's on the surface. You get a nice powder on the 320 sandpaper. I want to use my hand for sanding here. My fingers actually are pressing down. I can get a feel for the surface. I don't want to use a sanding block because there's some peaks and valleys in here, even though I hand planed this surface and it's really flat. This is the safest way to work this shellac. And after flattening it in all surfaces, I'm going to flatten. I'll use 4/0 steel wool on the legs here because of the reeds. And then I'll start the French polish with a pad, do figure eights, and every day do several coats, many coats of French polish. Then the next day sand like this, flatten, and then do again more shellac. So it'll take a while. Since I didn't use any filler, it's going to take a while to fill up this grain in the mahogany.